was given a tape of a Sandman Taboo hardcore match, and you couldn't even compare it. The original ECW was the best, and I still thought it was going to be the best, because the new ECW is just pretty much a laughing stock now. You got all these guys that no one knows of, working, and it's just like, it's like watching an indie show on TV. You got 15 guys no one's ever heard of. It's pretty much squash matches with two guys you never heard of. So I compare it to Heat or Velocity.
The one person that I watch ECW for, though, and I hope they keep her there, and it doesn't look like they're going to, is Tiffany. I know Tiffany. That's about it. That's about it for me.
Yeah, I really, in the past couple of years, have pretty much stopped watching wrestling. I do watch it occasionally because I don't know if you noticed watching or not. Justin King just got signed as a referee. He was down at SCW. Me and him started in the business together back in 2006 up here in Illinois.
Yeah, I think he refereed I had a young gentleman on the show here, about 28 years of age, here last week, and one of the topics he talked about and brought up was the fact that Justin had been signed by WWE, and he talked about how he refereed the Hornswoggle match and stuff.
Yeah, he's done a couple matches. Even the Big Show Evan Bourne match was his debut on Raw.
Okay.
And I can't even quit just like smiling and laughing because I'm just so happy for him. This guy was somebody I traveled with. He was someone I seen on a weekly basis to shows. We got funny moments together. I just wrote a blog on my MySpace page, probably a page long of funny stories between me and Justin. And to see him up in WWE and to see him finally living his dream is just something that it blows me out of the water. I get emails every day since he's got signed because people know I know him. And they're like, how do you feel? And I just can't really put into perspective how happy I am for Justin. And, I hope that he remembers where he came from and, calls me once in a while. I have talked to him a couple times since he got signed. And he's kind of scared, but I know he's got the best coming for him. So, especially the only black referee now in WWE right now. So he's going to have a call for him.
Right. The only black referee before him was Teddy Long. And now he's gone. Yeah. Now he's gone to doing that gay little dance he does. So Justin's representing, the black portion of everybody. Well, I think, and I hope he stays with WWE, James, for the long term.
I think he will. He worked his ass off and to get to where he was at. And I remember us going to shows with $25 in our pocket and coming back with maybe got a $10 payday, I will say it here, I'll say it tomorrow, I'll say it next month. Justin 100% deserves where he's at right now, and I do hope that he stays there and becomes one of the top referees in WWE.
Yeah, it's either having a look at Justin King, and if it doesn't work out for him, then the only other option WWE have are to sign me as a referee, and the count 1, 2, 3 will be changed to 1 Miley Cyrus, 2 Miley Cyrus, 3 Miley Cyrus, eventually leading to my release from WWE.
Yeah. And the only thing that upsets me about Justin is that many people don't know he has a twin brother named Robert. That's also a really good friend of mine.
Yeah.
They all started together. Justin and Robert have worked together so long to get to WWE, and when it came for the time to only pick one of them, Robert said Justin should go, and Justin said I should go. So, I don't know. Robert's working at the local mall, and Justin's on Raw. So,
yeah.
I was real happy for his brother, but it's
sad.
Upset me a little bit because I think they should both be there. Robert's a fantastic referee too.
Right.
They're meant to be together on the same company.
Well, I had what's his name on the show, Wes Adams, and it surprised me to find that he went from working for WWE to the dollar store. So that's
Wes Adams. Come to talk about Wes Adams. I know a buddy of mine named Adam Evans that worked it wasn't a dark match. It was on SmackDown with him. It was him and Wes and Steve Domino last year, and that right after that, Wes got signed to be a referee, and he wasn't there for very long. But that just proves, just it's kind of WWE doesn't come in seeing dollar signs. That's the point.
Yeah. Adam Evans just recently gave me his number, and he'll be appearing on ECW Entertainment when I get through the other 500 interviews I have lined up. And
I'm pretty lucky to know, That's about the only three guys I know that's actually done stuff with WWE is Evan Bourne, Justin King, and Adam Evans.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to know them. I'm happy to have worked with all three of them and to see where they're going. Just phenomenal.
Then you know the wannabe WWE star who makes believe he knows Vince McMahon through a picture he had took him backstage at a WWE pay-per-view, JT Evans, who will probably never make it one day in the WWE. But that's
what happened, Dr. Clarke? That little comment kind of intrigued my mind. What was the story on that?
Okay, the story on this is he goes to a WWE pay-per-view that was in Portland. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was No Mercy of 2008. So anyway, he goes to No Mercy. He gets backstage because he probably paid someone off to get back there. He has his picture taken with Vince McMahon. Now he's telling people he's best friends with Vince.
JT, I'll tell you about JT. I've known Corey, as we'll call him, for the past 2 years. And, we've had good times. We've had a lot of fun together. We've hung out, worked shows together, had a lot of fun together. But in a point, he's ego-driven. He lies like a rug. And, if I say I know somebody, Jonathan Clarke, I know somebody. I don't just say, hey, Jonathan Clarke, man, me and Matt Hardy are going to have breakfast. I know he's told me he's good friends with Jeff Hardy, and that's got him backstage. But I don't know. I don't really care to dive into that. But you got to be sure to take a little this man. I'm happy for that. I wouldn't go around glutton. Hey, I'm best friends with this man. You go get my picture taken with Barack Obama, and we were best friends.
Right, definitely. You can say you're the Miley Cyrus stalker, and.
Yeah, I could. I could go, Photoshop pictures of me and Miley and put them on my MySpace. Be like, oh, besties.
Exactly. Definitely. Didn't you tell me a story one time about how one of your uncles or something wrote for Rugrats or something?
My Uncle Wally is a voiceover actor. And he did Rugrats, Invader Zim, but the most people know him from is Family Guy.
Yeah.
And he done multiple voices on Family Guy, really happy to, I'll say it right now, he's not really my uncle. We're just really good friends. I've known him for the past 5 years. I do claim him, and he claims me as a nephew. So, hey, might as well say my uncle works for Family Guy.
Yep, definitely. Great stuff there, James. Do you think we'll ever see a healthcare union for the independent circuit? You've been around it, of course. You managed and everything. You did your little wrestling stuff and everything. Do you think we'll see a healthcare union? I know the financial scenes are not all that great or anything, but can you elaborate on that for me?
I sincerely doubt it. If we ever do, it'll be a lot long after I've retired, because it's something that's going to have to take a lot of work from the indie guys and probably a lot of funding. Indie wrestlers come a dime a dozen. I hate to say that, but it's true. They come a dime a dozen, and there's millions of indie wrestlers in the world. Now, if every single one of them was to be insured, Jonathan Clarke, you can go say you're an indie wrestler. Insurance money. It's weird, I think we should consider some sort of union or something, but I really don't think we're going to get it.
Yeah, Jonathan Clarke, an indie wrestler. That would be an interesting persona, James, for me to take.
He could be the sexiest man in professional wrestling. That's just on the radio.
Yeah, and then I could have that remake of the Wacko Bob entrance theme. Oh, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. Oh, no doubt.
Oh, no doubt for sure.
Kind of thing there. But James, do you think that being called an entertainer now by the Athletic Commission is an insult to the business?
Yeah, I do. Entertainers are actors, singers, comedians. We have all three of those. In some sport, there's going to be a singing, funny, fat, da-da-da guy on the indie scene, but to still go in there, I've had multiple concussions. I've popped my kneecap out of place, bruised my knees, twisted my ankle, just a bunch of things. And, if you're an entertainer, is that going to happen on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? You're not going to always get hurt, if they're singing and shaking your booty.
Right, definitely. Now, James, you are working on a number of projects. Let's touch first on the status of Cloverleaf Radio, which I had the privilege of co-hosting back in the day a few times. You're searching for a producer, and you also had to cancel some interviews. What's the status of your show? I know you were working with that douchebag, JT. But go ahead and shed some light on the situation.
Well, give you the kind of long story about it. I was tired of hearing ego-driven interviews on the radio. I had listened to internet radio for a number of years, and I started wrestling, and it didn't come to my mind until March of 2008 that, hey, I need to get something together, so every time you say, internet radio, the wrestler's not going to start laughing and hang up on you. It's not going to be something where it's all ego-driven, and, I said, hey, it's going to be something I'm going to do. It's fun. The wrestlers are going to have fun. And ever since I started, I've never looked back. I never had a bad person say, hey, this is a horrible interview. I always just make them feel like they're at home. It's just something that I've prided myself on for the past year and a half. And I was doing them, podcasting them, and Nicky Evans called me and said, hey, you want to move to Blog Talk Radio, make your show live? I said, hey, why not? Let's do it. Did 4 shows with JT. He had a run-in with the law or something. I think he might have raped some kid or something. I don't know. But,
and he told me all those years he didn't listen to Michael Jackson.
If we broke into JT Evans' house, he's going to be doing the Thriller dance with his penis stuff in. Shaking it.
Break into it, James. I'd burn it down. Break into it.
But,